everyone, welcome back to a new video on the Magpie Review YouTube channel. Hope you're all well. Today I want to speak about the injury worries at Newcastle United. Basically, we are basically crippled and we're round the corner from a cup final, so today I'll be letting you know the updates on them injuries. The last game Newcastle United played, St Maximin, Willock and Almiron came off with injuries. Very worrying scenes for Newcastle United. Like I've just said before, just around the corner from a massive Carabao Cup final for the first time in decades, and we'll have these injuries. We knew for a fact when we got rid of Shelby and we didn't go on the market for midfielder, we knew we were one midfielder away from a disaster, and it's happened. By the sounds of it, Willock's going to be out for the cup final. Maxi and Almiron should be fine. I think Almiron had his hand stamped on. I think it's just a knock for Maxi. But I've got a list here of injured players, and I'm getting them right now. The first one is Callum Wilson. Great player, but always injured. He's injury prone, and how long can Newcastle carry this player for, if I'm honest? With Isaac and Wilson always injured, do we need to go in for another strike in the summer, the one that doesn't get injured? Should we let Callum Wilson go and use the money to buy someone else? That's a very good question, very good point. I love the player, but if he's injury prone, we need someone who's going to be fit for 38 games a season, if I'm honest, who's going to score 20 goals as well and about 5-10 assists. That would be good. But yeah, Wilson missed the chance to return at the former club Bournemouth due to a late hamstring injury. This is what Howe said. Callum just got a very minor hamstring complaint. We hope to get him back for the next one. His estimate return date is basically Liverpool match at home. So Wilson could be back for that next game, and I hope so, because we really need him. Because we just need him to start banging the goals, and it's simple as that. Because we have been dried up with goals recently. We didn't look very good against Bournemouth. To be honest, we should have got beat when Trippier cleared off the line. We just looked really leggy, lethargic, tired, and you can tell we've been playing the same team week in, week out, because now it's starting to show in the legs. And yeah, I just hope Callum is back for that game. The next one must be Lascelles. He was out the last game for personal reasons. The Newcastle captain missed a trip to Bournemouth due to family reasons, and he's expected to be back for the Liverpool game, so he could be back by then. It's not too bad. Two short injuries, and like obviously family reasons can't be helped. But Alan St Maximin, let's get into him now. He is just, for me, frustrating, predictable now, and I just don't see enough from him. Even though he did pass the ball to Sean Longstaff, who then shot, and then Almiron tapped it in for the 1-1 against Bournemouth. Apart from that, he doesn't do enough, doesn't get back and defend. He runs at people and gets tackled, loses the possession, then we get caught on the break, on the counter-attack, and the transition. And I just don't like it. I've pretty much had enough of him, honest, with Maxi right now. People are sticking by him, but if we get a good offer in the summer, I would literally sell him. That's my opinion now. I would get rid of him and bring Diaby in or something. Almiron got his hand stamped on. He was withdrawn, picked up a hand injury. Eddie Howe says Miggy and Max, I don't think they are too bad. Miggy, I think, got stamped on the hand, so we think he'll be okay. Estimated return is the Liverpool game, so he should be back again. I think it's only Willock, the one who's definitely out this cup final, but we need to put our ideas up and start playing the way we were at the beginning of the season, like scoring loads of goals or beating teams 3-4-1s, 3-0s, and now we're only score one goal a game, we're conceding one goal a game. We just need a couple more goals from key players, and I think we'll be alright, but it's all about confidence. But Willock has been magnificent down the left with Joelinton recent. So with him out of the team is a big blow. And the one who is still out, and it'll be his third suspension for the Liverpool match, is Bruno Guimaraes. Bruno Guimaraes, we all know he basically got a red card for stamping on the leg of the player. I don't want to say a stamp, I would say went in for a tackle, connected with the leg. When they slowed it down, it did look bad, but he didn't mean to hurt anyone. He's not like that. His last suspension game is Liverpool, but he is definitely back for the Wembley final. So that's brilliant news for the club. They have him back. is amazing, because you were saw in the last game we just weren't the same team without Bruno in the middle. Simple as that. We'll just look like when we don't have him, we'll just get ripped to shreds in the middle. It's like teams dominate the midfield, run straight through our back four and put us under loads of pressure. So it's just not good enough, is it? It's really bad. Matt Target as well, another injury. We all know he went off in a foot brace weeks ago now, and it's his heel. He's damaged his heel. Matt Target succumbed to a troublesome heel issue just before the turn of the year and had to wear a protective boot as a result. Howe said he's close to training, he's worked hard on his rehabilitation with the physios, and he's getting close to returning to the group. And he's estimated to possibly be back for that final. So that's another good news, because Matt Target, for me, he was playing sensational at left back. He was absolutely class, I can't fault him. But then Eddie Howe fancied Dan Burn, and Dan Burn started playing really well. But when you look at the last game Dan Burn had, it was an absolute stinking performance, from the defending to making mistakes to not being in the right position when the ball came in. He was sucked in the middle, so the back post was free. So Bournemouth went 1-0 ahead. It was shocking defending. And also Trippier's come out and said that he was to blame for that as well, because he was on the front post, it went through him, went to the back, and it went in. It was just terrible goal to concede from a set piece. Not good enough. And Eddie Howe knows that, and I'm sure they'll work that in the training ground and improve that for the next game. Next one, Xavi Manquillo. He is crippled with a knee injury. The right back picked up an injury in training and has been since absent with the bench. Howe said Xavier picked up an injury in training, so he'll miss about 3 to 4 weeks. He could possibly be back for the game after the final, and it's Manchester City away. So come on, that's massive 2 games that. You come off a cup final, Manchester City. We all know the stuff Man City at the minute going around with all the breaches and stuff. They're being found guilty from Premier League. They're now going to be under a panel to see if they get found guilty or not. Pep's come out this week and he's backed them. They smashed Aston Villa yesterday 3-1. The fans were going nuts outside the stadium, supporting the club basically, which any club would do. But it's up to them what happens to them. It's got nothing to do with us. But if they are guilty, then they deserve everything they get. Simple as that. Joel Willock got a hamstring injury last game. Looks like he's going to miss the final. And Eddie Howe's come out and said it is a cause for concern. So it's not good. And when you get a hamstring, it can be a tricky one, because if you come back too early and you run too fast or sprint or stretch, you could snap that and then you're out for even longer. So I don't think Willock will be back for this final. So we'll probably have to chuck in. Why not give little Elliot Anderson a go? You know what I mean? Chuck him in there and see what he can do. You know, I think we should give Elliot Anderson a good go, because I think he's a decent player. He's got bags of potential, and just give him a bash. You know what I mean? ML Kraft, we all know a while back now we got that massive ACL injury. The Swedish right back has been out for the majority of the season after rupturing his anterior cruciate ligament against Tranmere Rovers in August in the Cup. What Howe said is that's very, very slim chance that I wouldn't hold out much hope that we'll see him before the end of the season. So he's estimated to be back next pre-season. ACLs are massive injuries, and he is just out. Simple as that. He is definitely not coming back this season. He's out for the season. Same as Matty Longstaff. He went out on loan. He got an ACL as well. The young midfielder picked up a serious knee injury while on loan at Colchester United and has since returned to the club. He had undergone surgery and will be out for the remainder of the season, with his contract set to expire in the summer. Howe said this, very difficult for any young player to pick up a serious injury. It is bad timing for him. We certainly wish him well and hope he recovers full. We'll support him back to the full fitness. There'll be no concerns there. It's our duty, and he's estimated to be back late summer 2023. That is a massive injury. Late summer 2023. So basically July, August 23. He's out for over a year. That must be a horrendous injury compared to Crafton if he's out for over a year and a bit. Jesus Christ. That's bad. Yeah, people, this is a little video to show the injuries we have at Newcastle United and the fact that we didn't replace John Joe Shelby when we sold him. I don't know why we got rid of him. I know he wanted to play first team football, but to be honest, he's been sitting on the bench for Nottingham Forest, so the grass is not always greener. But he wanted to go, he wanted a fresh challenge. He's gone, but we knew we were one injury away from a disaster, and at the moment in time, it looks just like that. Bruno's out suspended, Maximin's injured, Willock's injured, Almiron. If Wilson pops a hamstring or Isaac gets injured again, we've got no strikers because Chris Wood went to Nottingham Forest as well. So this goes to prove that we should have brought players in. I know because of FFP, the media said that we couldn't afford no one, so we're going to try and loan that Berge holding midfield, that 6'5" from Sheffield United. That never happened. He stayed there. Fulham were interested, dropped out. So yeah, we'll just have to pray that these injuries aren't as big as the thought of. And if Willock's the only one out, it's not too bad. But you never know. He's going to get niggles in the next game, or we're going to rest players for the cup final. We'll have to wait and see, people. I personally would rest players in the Liverpool match because this cup sticks. Top four, you might get top four, but it's not a trophy. I'd rather a trophy. You could get knocked out of the Champions League straight away. So for me, I'd rather take the Carabao Cup than the top four finish. That's my opinion. Let me know underneath. This is a question for you. What would you prefer, the Carabao Cup win or top four finish? Let me know in the comment section underneath, people. But yeah, I think I'll leave it there. This is just a video about injuries and whatnot. So yeah, leave a comment underneath. Let us know your opinion. And also, if you give the page a like, a thumb, that'd be great. Really help the channel to go up the search rankings. Keep me doing what I'm doing. If you like the content, you want some more, smash the subscribe button and press the bell notification so you'll be notified when I post new content. I'll leave it there, people. Enjoy the rest of your night, and I'll see you on the next one.